Welcome to GED Geometry Review. This is Session 1. What is being asked? Here is the key habit for today. Before you choose a formula, name the measurement. A garden problem might ask for fencing around the edge. It might ask for grass across the inside. A tank problem might ask for the space it can hold. Other questions may ask for a missing diagonal or an unknown angle. The picture gives you information, but the final sentence tells you what to find. In this lesson, we will build a simple map that connects each question to the right tool. By the end of this session, you will have 4 useful skills. First, you will classify the requested measurement: perimeter, area, volume, surface area, missing length, or angle measure. Second, you will match clue words with the expected answer unit. Third, you will reject formulas that calculate the wrong kind of measurement. Finally, you will use a 5-step routine. Classify, sketch, plan, solve, and check. That first decision often matters more than the arithmetic. Start with the final sentence. Here is an example. A rectangular garden is 8 meters long and 5 meters wide. The question asks, how many meters of fencing are needed to go around it? Listen for the clue words, fencing and around. Both clues point to the boundary. Now check the unit. The answer will be in meters. Meters measure length. The clue words and the unit agree. So, this is a perimeter question. We have not calculated anything yet. That is intentional. First, identify what the answer represents. If the same garden asked for grass seed to cover the ground, the dimensions would stay the same, but the target would change to area. Now use this decision map. If you trace the boundary of a flat shape, think perimeter. For a circle, that boundary is called circumference. If you shade the flat interior, think area. If you fill the space inside a 3-dimensional solid, think volume. If you wrap the outside faces of a solid, think surface area. If you measure a missing side or diagonal in a right triangle, think Pythagorean theorem. If you rotate through an opening measured in degrees, think angle rules. Before you calculate, ask which part of the diagram matters. Trace, shade, fill, wrap, measure, or rotate. Perimeter and area are easy to mix up because they can use the same rectangle. Imagine a patio that is 12 feet by 9 feet. Edging follows the outside, so trace all 4 sides. Perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. The result is 42 feet. Now think about pavers. Pavers cover the inside, so shade the surface. Area equals length times width. The result is 108 square feet. Notice the units. Perimeter uses plane feet. Area uses square feet. Trace means around. Shade means inside. 3-dimensional problems have a similar pair. Volume measures the space inside a solid. Picture a box filled with unit cubes, or picture water filling a tank. Volume uses 3 dimensions, and the answer is in cubic units. Surface area measures the outside covering. Picture wrapping a gift, painting a box, or making a label for a can. Surface area adds the exposed faces, and the answer is in square units. Fill, hold capacity, and inside usually point to volume. Wrap, paint, cover, and outside usually point to surface area. Always confirm the clue with the requested unit. Some questions ask for neither area nor volume. A ladder against a wall, a rectangle diagonal, or a path across a right triangle may ask for a missing length. First, find the right angle marker. Next, identify the hypotenuse, the side opposite the right angle. The Pythagorean relationship says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. With legs of 6 and 8, the diagonal is 10. The answer is a length, so it uses plane units. The squares are part of the calculation. They do not turn the final side length into an area. When the unknown is marked with a degree symbol, or an angle arc, switch to angle rules. A right angle is 90 degrees. A straight line is 180 degrees. Angles around one point total 360 degrees. The interior angles of a triangle total 180 degrees. At crossing lines, vertical angles are equal. Neighboring angles in a linear pair add to 180 degrees. Do not estimate from appearance. GED diagrams may not be drawn to scale. Trust the markings and the stated relationships. Now it is your turn. A rectangular yard is 12 feet long and 10 feet wide. The owner wants to install a fence around it. Which measurement is needed? Area, perimeter, volume, or surface area? Do not calculate yet. First, complete this sentence. The problem asks for a certain measurement, so my answer must use the matching units. Pause the video now. Trace the relevant part of the diagram and make your choice. The correct choice is perimeter. The fence follows the outside boundary. The answer therefore uses plain feet. Now calculate. 2 times 12 plus 2 times 10 equals 44 feet. A tempting wrong answer is 120 from multiplying 12 by 10. That result is the area in square feet. It answers a different question. This is why classification comes first. A correct calculation for the wrong measurement is still a wrong answer. Use the same 5 stages every time. First, classify the requested measurement. Second, sketch and mark the relevant part of the diagram. Third, plan by choosing a formula or rule and predict the unit. Fourth, solve carefully. Finally, check the unit, the diagram markings, and the final sentence. Use this coach check. The problem asks for a certain measurement, so my answer must use the matching units. In session 2, we will study plane units, square units, cubic units, and degree units. The narration in this video was generated with OpenAI text-to-speech. Keep classifying before calculating. I will see you in the next session.